Louisville, home of the best scrapper, also home of the best rapper. Flow dapper, here's another chapter. Ride through, attack you, ride away your laughter. This is what I'm after, blowing on that rapper. Purple Dro, keep a bunch to blow. I don't serve it though, murder flow. If it goes down, I'm the first to know. Y'all niggas late, like the Conan show. Overdose, overload, sharp flow, leaving with the open throat. Lewis Keys, cool as Nova Scotia snow. Puff a blunt, poke a hole, nigga, you supposed to know. Lewis Keys, blowing blunts on the open road. Fuck a cop, fuck a speed limit, drive overdose. Keep a bad bitch, hips wide like Oprah's nose. And you know that I'm a fool, my freestyle's wet, I'm floating in the pool. You should pay your tuition, you're going to my school. Principal keys, you niggas getting held back. Fuck them little sacks, you can have your bread back. No refund, well here the G's come. Hit your ass up, leave you with your fucking head crack.
Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, 502.
Louisville, Kentucky, 502. That's where I'm from, player, how about you? I'm from the city where the hate is familiar. I'm from the city where the haters will kill ya. I'm from the city where they like to gamble. Dice game, get robbed, niggas to scramble. Head for the hills, nigga, duck and dive. No bullshit, no shuck and jive. I know a lot of guys got shot and died. A lot of good guys didn't see 25. Recognize it's a blessing being alive. Heading to the park, I'm on the passenger side. Like
Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, 502.
Every night's game set. We ballin' like the playoff. We ballin' like the playoff. We ballin' like game set. Game set. Every day the Super Bowl. Every night's game set. We ballin' like the playoff. I walk in with my.
What up, everybody? What's good? What's good, everybody? We back in the building for another one. Gotta check the audio, make sure everything is good. Hope everybody can see me, hope everybody can hear me. As y'all come through, man, hit that like button for me. Pacquiao, that like button for me. Drop me a comment. Let me know y'all in here, man. Let me know who I got in here so I can shout y'all out. Check this audio out here in a second, man. Then we can go ahead and get into it. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Alright, sounds like we alright. So, got a little bit of new news surrounding the Manny Pacquiao potential fight with Terence Crawford and the Manny Pacquiao potential fight with Mikey Garcia. Hit that thumbs up button for me, man. Let me know y'all can hear me. Let me know y'all in the building as y'all come through. Appreciate y'all. We got 6 people in here so far. Who we got in here so far, man? Before I get started, who we got in here so far? I got some new news for y'all, man. Get excited, man. Something's coming down the pipe. It might not be exactly what we wanted, but something's coming, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get excited, man. You know, at least be excited as a Pacquiao fan. We're going to get to see Manny Pacquiao in the ring at least 1, maybe 2 more times. Hopefully 2 more times. And hopefully this is going to be great competition, too. So, I'll give a second, see if anybody drops me in the comments real fast, and then I'll get ready to get started. I'm gonna be trying some new things, man. New things coming to the channel. I've been taking time off to try to reevaluate where I'm going with this and how I'm going to approach 2020 as far as trying to juggle this and some of the other businesses that I have as far as putting content out. So I'm gonna be bringing some new things in, man. I'm gonna shout some people out from now on during the live chats, man. I'm gonna feature what I'm calling correspondents to the channel. They have their own channels, but I want to feature their certain people's content, smaller YouTubers, larger YouTubers. Just add something new into the show. So I'll be featuring a couple of not well known. One of them's well known. Y'all know him already. I'll be featuring Caps and Full G today, and then there's another smaller YouTuber who frequents the chat, but he doesn't have a lot of subscribers. So I want to see if I can just throw him a little shout out and put his content out there a little bit more, because he has some things to say about the Pacquiao Garcia fight I thought were interesting. So I want to share what he had to say about the Pacquiao Garcia fight. So we got 8 people in here right now, man. Y'all, if we can get all 80 y'all to Pacquiao the like button for me, man, and then we can go ahead and get started. So the new news is Bob Arum has said that it's all up to Manny Pacquiao and his investor group, which means to me that it's not up to Bob Arum to make this fight. It's not up to Bob Arum to go find the money for this fight to go down. Obviously, Manny Pacquiao already has a group of investors in the Middle East, which is exactly what Bob Arum was saying in this article, that are interested in this fight, making this fight. It's up to them to decide whether this is going to go forward or not. So, with that being said, I think all this stuff, as far as the Mikey fight goes, is kind of like, throwing it out there to see what the fans think about it, see if there's any buyers for that fight. But I think it's just like a sideline negotiation. I don't think it's a full-fledged negotiation. But don't get me wrong, that fight could still happen. And I got some other people giving their take on that Mikey fight. So just stay tuned for the whole chat, man, and we'll have a good time today. So the article is from Boxing News 24. Bob Arum says Porter remains Crawford's plan B option if no Pacquiao fight. Alright, so Bob Arum still hasn't given up on the idea of putting a fight together between Terence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao, despite the growing unlikelihood of the match taking place. Guerrero Delafano, hope it's not Mikey Pacquiao would mollywop him. Man, I completely agree with you, Diero. I don't think it's much of a competition, to be honest with you. I don't think Mikey is a top tier welterweight. I actually think Mikey would do better if he moved down in weight, went back down, and tried to run with the guys that are down there at 135 and 140. I think these guys at 147 might be a little bit too big for Mikey. Manny Pacquiao's the exception. He's not the hugest welterweight, but he packs a welterweight punch. So I just feel like Mikey's just not there, man. But I'm not saying Mikey wouldn't bring the fight to Pacquiao. I just think Pacquiao would overcome. It would be similar to the Lucas Matisse fight, if you ask me. I think it would play out a lot like the Matisse fight or the Adrian Broner fight. I think a lot of people think that Mikey Garcia will give Pacquiao a great fight at 147. But if you watch the Earl Spence Mikey Garcia fight, you can see Garcia's really slow at 147 pounds. So I think it takes a lot away from what he can actually do as far as a fighter. It takes a lot away from his attributes being at 147, if you ask me. But let's get back into this article. The top-ranked promoter, Arum, says if he can't get the Crawford-Pacquiao fight match, he'll turn his attention to Sean Porter to match him with Terence. That's the matchup that has a more practical chance of happening, though Arum said Pacquiao's management team is working with people in the Middle East on a fight against WBO welterweight champion Crawford, 37-0, 28 KOs, and they're hoping that they finance the fight. So once again, Arum said Pacquiao's management team is working with people in the Middle East on a fight against WBO welterweight champion Crawford, and they're hoping they finance the fight. So, that's coming straight from Bob Arum. This article came out today. It doesn't say exactly how long ago, but it came out today, a few hours ago. And this is straight from Bob Arum's mouth. It's unknown how long Team Pacquiao has been working with the Middle East group, because Arum has talked about this for months now. For the negotiations to be dragging on this long, the Pacquiao versus Crawford clash isn't a good sign. Mikey Garcia has already informed the media that he is in talks with Pacquiao, and they're close to having the Pacquiao-Garcia fight finalized. Porter's still backup plan for Crawford. The Pacquiao group is working with people in the Middle East who are real people and that are going to finance this, said Bob Arum to Boxing Social on the Pacquiao versus Crawford fight. If they come up with the money and finance this fight, then we'll do the fight in this country in the Middle East. Top Rank would be used by the country to work all the details of the promotion and all that type of thing, but the people in the country would be the actual promoters of the fight, and it would be big opportunity for Terence Crawford to fight Manny Pacquiao. If that doesn't come to fruition, then I will continue to make talks with Sean Porter. Okay, so if y'all need me to read it again, that was a mouthful, but if y'all need me to read it again, I will. But according to Bob Arum, the Mikey Garcia fight is in negotiation, but I don't think it's as heavy as Mikey's leading on as it is. I think that it's more, it's just like I said, that he's just fishing to see if there are any buyers or sellers for that fight, and I don't think there are a lot of buyers for that fight. I feel like the Terence Crawford fight is going to happen. It's just up to them to make all the dollar signs line up. The way Bob Arum is talking, it's up to the Pacquiao's investment group, not Bob Arum. Bob Arum is going to be used, I'm pretty sure, for his ESPN ties, but after that, I don't think they're going to be using Bob Arum as the promoter. Like he said, the investment group would be the promotion company. So it's going to be interesting how this plays out. So for everybody saying this Mikey Garcia fight's a done deal, Mikey Garcia might be the next one to get a cease and desist, because according to this, they're still negotiating that Terence Crawford fight. It took more than a week for Bob Arum to come out and say something about what's going on, but this article really gives a lot of info into what's actually going on behind the scenes. It is not up to Bob Arum at this point. He's already accepted the terms. I'll say it once again. Team Crawford, Bob Arum, Top Rank have already accepted the terms that Manny Pacquiao has put forth. It's only up to the Pacquiao investment group now to come up with all the dollar signs. So for everybody saying that Mikey fight is a go, they're not telling you the complete truth. Let me get into the chat real fast. Sayazan. Yo, bro, what's good with you? Sayazan, Mikey versus Pacquiao will still make money, but still less than a Crawford fight for sure. Straight up. The Lafano, yup. Straight up, man. I completely agree with you, but it's interesting that Bob Arum is finally coming out and saying something after Mikey Garcia had put out what he said. Basically that, I don't think Bob Arum wants people to believe that he's not actually negotiating this fight. He's basically agreed to the fight already. It's just up to them to come up with the money. So if y'all believe this fight, for the people who believe this fight can't happen, it's going to happen as long as they come up with the money. Now, Pacquiao has already said they had the money. Maybe, because of what I've been reporting for the past couple of streams, that there were certain countries that they wanted to do it in, but they're having a problem with the pandemic once again spreading, and they might not be able to do it in the country that they first had it set. So maybe that affects the money a little bit. Maybe they're going to have to negotiate Pacquiao down a little bit. Maybe they're saying, okay, well, we can't do the $40 million, but if we take it to such and such country, we can do $30 million. And maybe Pacquiao's just kind of mulling that over at the moment. And, it's going to be interesting to see finally after, and I think we will get a answer this week, because I don't know how many people have been paying attention to the news, but there are certain states in the U.S. that have now opened up. So this investment group that's going to promote this fight could actually not do it in the Middle East, being that the pandemic is stirring back up, and actually take it to the U.S. down to Texas, where Texas has fully opened up. This week, they've already opened up with a no mask mandate, that you don't have to wear a mask anymore. So it's possible that they could take this fight to Texas and do it right in Errol Spence's backyard, which would be crazy if they decided to do that. But according to this article, they're looking for the Middle East. They're looking for a location in the Middle East. So I would doubt that they do it in Texas, but I would keep that open as an option. It's even more interesting, too, because we know Mikey Garcia has a big Mexican Latino fan base, and Texas is open. So I guess if they couldn't make this fight, and he can't make the Errol Spence fight, they could possibly take the Mikey fight to Texas if they wanted to, because Texas is at the moment fully open. And get some more water, man, because it's a mouthful. It's a lot going on right now. I don't know how many of y'all follow the news or what's going on in the news, but the stimulus package, like I've been telling y'all for the past couple of weeks as well, just passed today. They passed it in the Senate. It just has to go back to the House, which is a formality for them to sign off on it. President signs off on it probably Tuesday. The money is going to start going out Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, people are going to start getting their stimulus checks. It's going to be a lot of money that's getting ready to hit the economy. And it's perfect timing for Pacquiao to go ahead and announce this fight. And what goes along with that, too, is that the president said that they've came up with enough vaccine for the Americans who want to take it to have the economy fully open by May. So like I said, man, it's a lot going on as far as in the world, what's going to happen over the next couple months, money about to hit the economy, and with this Pacquiao Crawford Mikey Garcia negotiation. So let me know what y'all think about that, man, so far down in the chat, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. Paradigm, this comes from Saison. Paradigm Sports, PBC, and Pacquiao Promotions are working on it, but don't know about Arum's response yet because he doesn't want Heyman and Adi Attar taking a slice on the cake. If you just heard what I said, man, as far as that article went, he's basically saying that it's not up to him. I'm basically what he's saying is him and Terence Crawford are gonna get a flat $10 million. Pacquiao's gonna get a flat $40 million. What they're waiting for is Pacquiao's investment group in the Middle East to okay it. Bob Arum and Terence Crawford have already accepted the fight. There is no question of Bob Arum or Al Heyman not liking each other. They don't have to like each other because they're not promoting the fight. Bob Arum is only going to be used for his ties to ESPN. Bob Arum is not going to be promoting this fight. Top Rank is not going to be promoting this fight. PBC is not going to be promoting this fight. The investment group that's putting up the money is going to be promoting the fight. So I don't think that really matters as far as Al Heyman and Bob Arum not liking each other. So I don't really think that matters that much. Got 20 people in the chat so far, man. If y'all could please take time out to Pacquiao that like button for me, uppercut it, hook it, jab it. Just let me know y'all in here. Drop me a comment as well so we can get more people into the chat and they can find out the awesome news that's going on right now surrounding the Pacquiao Crawford fight. Man, my mouth is dry. Get to talking, man, and you realize how much you need water. But let me know what y'all think about that so far. Appreciate y'all so far for hitting that like button, man. So if you haven't heard so far, I don't want to go back and read the whole article. I have the DVR set on the stream, so you can just go back to the beginning of the stream and then try to catch up as we move along. But I'll give you a rundown. Manny Pacquiao's investment group is the only thing that's holding this fight up at the moment. To sum it all up, Pacquiao has accepted the terms. Bob Arum has accepted the terms. Terence Crawford has accepted the terms. What they're waiting for now is for this investment group in the Middle East to okay the purse for the fight and to okay the site for the fight. That's all they're waiting on. This fight is most likely going to happen. The Mikey Garcia fight is in negotiation, but I think it's a backup plan for a backup plan for a backup plan. I don't think he is the next fight. I think they're going for this Terence Crawford fight as far as Team Pacquiao, and they probably have a couple of other fights that they're negotiating as well, but Mikey Garcia is just a backup plan. Mark Anthony, Pacquiao versus Mikey, also a good fight, but against Crawford is more interesting. I completely agree. And I don't feel like that the Mikey fight's gonna happen, man. I don't think the money's there to make the Mikey fight. I feel like Mikey's trying to sell this fight, same way that Ryan Garcia was trying to sell the fight. But the problem is people have to be willing to put the money up to make those fights, and I don't think the money is there to make those type of fights. Because of everything that's going on in the world and all this stimulus money about to hit the economy, I think you're going to see the negotiations for a Terence Crawford-Pacquiao fight, or even a Manny Pacquiao-Earl Spence fight start to heat up this week. I think you're going to see a lot of movement on both of those fights this week. And you might even hear some movement on the Mikey talk too. I'm not sure as far as if it's going to happen or not, but I think you're going to hear a lot of movement around Manny Pacquiao this week and for the next week. 100 mil. Yeah, bro. Fire. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. All right, so I want to get into my first guest for today. We got one guest, my big homie, I'm calling him a correspondent, but he has his own channel. He does his own thing. He does great boxing talk, but he has some great comments that I think he made in his last video that I want to highlight here. So I'm going to throw it to Caps and Full G and let him give his 2 cents real fast, man. So you take it, Caps.
What up? I ain't going nowhere. I'm here, man. I just took some time off. I just want to, listen to the buffoonery that's going on. We back to Mikey now, right? Okay, so you know how I feel about this Mikey fight from my last videos. I never liked this fight. You know what I'm saying? Well, at the time when it was, let me get a seat, man. Let me get a seat. How do I feel? At one time, I did not want this fight with Mikey because after Keith Thurman, there was no reason to have a Mikey fight. It was just, let's go straight into a Bud Crawford or Errol Spence fight, okay? But now things changed, things rearranged. I feel now that I'm reneging, it's because time has lapsed, time has went by, and I feel like Manny Pacquiao deserves a touch-up, a tune-up. And respectively, I think that Mikey Garcia is the one to do this with.
All right, y'all. So y'all got to hear Caps and Full G's take on what's going on with the Mikey fight. Me personally, man, I just feel like this whole Mikey Garcia talk is Mikey Garcia's way of trying to sell himself. You know, he's been inactive for a very long time now, and he needs to make his own fight. You know, he needs to make a fight for himself moving forward, and the way that's easy for him to do that is to use another fighter's name to build that fight up, and that's Manny Pacquiao. Everybody's gonna start taking this I think this route that Ryan Garcia took and made himself famous just by talking about a Pacquiao fight. It's crazy that people actually took that fight seriously. And Manny Pacquiao never even came out and said anything about it. You know, I don't think he ever even mentioned entertaining that fight. But everybody took it seriously simply because Ryan Garcia kept talking about it. And, you know, I feel the same way about this Mikey Garcia fight. I think as long as he keeps talking about it, then people are going to take it seriously. He's trying to sell himself. But I seriously can't take it seriously, because I don't think the dollar signs support the fight. I don't think the dollar signs are there for Manny Pacquiao to even be entertaining that fight at the moment. Especially not if you could possibly make a Pacquiao fight, or if you could possibly make a Spence fight or a you guys fight. The you guys fight, a Sean Porter fight, would do better numbers than a Mikey Garcia fight. So I don't see why he would waste his time entertaining a Mikey Garcia fight. All right, I got a couple of questions in the chat. I'm gonna knock you out real quick, and then we're gonna get to our next guest. Let him drop his 2 cents about what he thinks about the Mikey Garcia fight. Mark Anthony says Pacquiao versus Mikey, also a good fight, but against Crawford. Okay, I think I got to that one. Pac, what's good, Pac? What's up, Red? Hit the like button. Yeah, y'all. Okay, y'all. Go ahead, Pacquiao, that like button for me. Y'all heard him. Got 19 people in here right now, man. So let's see if we can get up to 19 likes, man. I appreciate that, man. So we can get more people in here. Pacquiao fans that can enjoy the good news that's going on surrounding the Pacquiao-Crawford talk. I'm not giving up on that Crawford fight yet, man. I still believe that that's the one that needs to happen, and that's the one that will happen. I'm not saying that the Mikey fight can't happen. I just feel like if we talking legacy, we got to be talking about Crawford. We got to be talking about Spence. We got to be talking about you guys. We got to be talking about Porter. I think those are the names that would add to Manny Pacquiao's legacy. You could throw Mayweather in there if he comes out of retirement. We don't know. Might happen, but I doubt it. You could throw Triple G in there. Some people say Canelo, but Canelo's way too far up in weight. I think you could bet on Pacquiao fighting one of the Charlos before you bet on him fighting Canelo. But let me get to the rest of this chat real fast. Pac says, is Cap on live? No, Cap told me I could use some of his footage. Like I told y'all, man, I have a way that I can import you into the live stream if you're willing to send me video of you giving your 2 cents about whatever you want to say about boxing, man. Just send it to me, and I can add you to the live stream the same way I just did with Caps, the same way I'm gonna do with my next guest, man. You know, I'm trying to shout people out. I'm trying to get new opinions in her. I think people would enjoy hearing more than just my opinion or just Cap's opinion. So I have a way to put you into the chat, man. Just, you know, if you want to be involved, if you want to be in a show, man, send me some footage. Hit me up on the WhatsApp. You can hit me up in the on my Gmail. You can hit me up on Facebook. Anywhere we can conversate, and you can send me footage. You know, send me footage, and I'll put you into the show. But no, he wasn't actually on. Y'all need to go check his channel out, because where I got that footage from is from his last video. So go check out Caps and Full G channel and check out his last video. You can watch the full video and check out what he fully had to say. But I have some more of his footage that I'm going to use in just a second. But after we break down some more of the article and some more of the chat here. So let me finish up real fast. Saizan says Mikey Garcia needs a comeback fight. I think he does need a tune-up as well. Everybody's saying Pacquiao needs a tune-up. I've been saying Pacquiao needed a tune-up for a long time. But I think that the You Guys fight is the perfect tune-up. And now that You Guys has that belt, it makes that tune-up even more worthwhile for Manny Pacquiao. Unlike the Mikey Garcia fight, he gets nothing from fighting Mikey Garcia. He loses everything if he loses to Mikey Garcia. To where if he fights You Guys and loses, I think it would depend on how he lost to You Guys. But I just feel like he has more to gain with the You Guys fight, to where he has nothing to gain from a Mikey fight. At least if he loses to You Guys, it was for a title. If he loses to Mikey, it was just for nothing, really. It was really for nothing. You took that fight for no reason, and then you lost to Mikey Garcia. So his career would totally be over at that point. Joshua says, just like Porter, Danny, and Thurman. What you mean by that, Joshua? Elaborate a little bit more for me. 100 says Mikey X Raw Y X. I don't know what you meant by that, man. PAC says not much, just have edible. You just had an edible? Okay. What kind, man? Let me know what kind you had. I bet you halfway asleep, for real. You probably seeing three heads right here. You seeing 3 reds. Joshua says the only reason we talk about Mikey right now is because he's quoting Pacquiao for his next fight. I agree with you. I think that's what he's doing. He's courting Pacquiao, to use your term, that he's trying to, just fish and see if there's any interest in that fight. And I don't think there's any interest from anybody to put that fight on. I think they're going for big money when it comes to Pacquiao. And with the economy about to be open, with so much stimulus money about to be released, I don't think there's a reason for them to wait and waste time on a Mikey fight. The only fights they need to be trying to make is Porter, Spence, You Guys, Crawford, or Triple G if it's possible. I don't really think they want to waste time. I don't think they want to waste their time or Pacquiao's time, because both of those are limited at the moment. So I think the Mikey talk is fun, but I just don't take it seriously. I'm not saying it can't happen. I just say, me personally, I don't take it seriously. Let me see. Okay, I got that one. 100 says Crawford versus Pacquiao ultimate fight fire. Straight up, man. Caps and Full G, what's good with you? Caps, what's good with you? Man, trying to put down this good news for everybody, man. According to Bob Arum, the negotiations are still on. So for people saying that the Mikey fight is set, they totally wrong, man. They completely wrong, and they're reporting false news. It's not set yet. It's completely not set yet. Bob Arum has agreed to the terms. Crawford has agreed to the terms. Pacquiao has agreed to the terms. What they're waiting for is a venue and to have the dollar signs okayed. That's it. If that doesn't happen, then you move to your next option, which is possibly Mikey, which is possibly Spence, which is possibly Porter, or you guys. You know, it's definitely not just Mikey Garcia. I would never say he's only 100% negotiating with Crawford and Mikey Garcia. Necessary, what's good with you? Shalom, bro, shalom. Shalom, bro, what's good with you? Pac says, hey, Caps, I'm good, just chilling, enjoy. Alright, y'all, so I told you I had some more, my little buddy on WhatsApp. This is one of the WhatsApp group guys. He just hit me up after 3 days of voting sessions ended. This is the result. He's hitting me up about who should Manny Pacquiao fight next in May 2021, and the results have it: Terence, Bud Crawford, Yadanius, you guys got no votes. Earl Spence got no votes. Mikey Garcia got 17% of the votes. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'll try to show y'all, but I guess that's his Twitter poll. He did a Twitter poll. This is one of my homies on the WhatsApp. Oh, man, I shouldn't have put his number out there. My bad, bro. I put your WhatsApp number out there, man, but you're going to get a lot of people hitting you up there. I don't know if they might not have been able to see it, but my bad, big homie. I didn't mean to put you out there like that. But you know, he just hit me up saying that they put that poll out there. My bad, big homie. But they put that poll out there, and Terence Crawford has 90% of the votes basically in that poll. So if y'all want to holler at me on the WhatsApp, man, holler at me on the WhatsApp. You know, that way we can link up. I can, you know, you send me footage through the WhatsApp. That's the easiest way of doing it. But according to this article, I will read it one more time just for the people who are just coming in. We got 25 people in the chat right now. Can the ones that haven't Pacquiao the like button, please Pacquiao the like button for me, so we can get more people into the chat before I move on to the next segment. I'm gonna scroll through this article for you. I ain't want to do it, but I'm gonna scroll through it for y'all real fast for the ones that didn't hear. Man, my throat's really dry. Alright, so I'm going to scroll through this article real fast. If they come up with the money and finance this fight, then we'll do the fight in this country in the Middle East. Top rank would be used by the country to work all the details of the promotions and all that type of thing. But the people in the country would be the actual promoters of the fight. And it would be a big opportunity for Crawford to fight Manny Pacquiao. If that doesn't come to fruition, then I will continue my talks with Sean Porter. Basically, Bob Arum is saying that there are investment groups in the Middle East. They're waiting for them to put the money up and the venue up. He's agreed, Crawford's agreed, Pacquiao's agreed to the fight. They've already agreed to the fight. So for anybody telling you, and somebody's ducking, so for anybody telling you that the fight's not going to happen because Pacquiao is too old, or he's ducking, or because Crawford's ducking, Bob Arum is standing in the way, it's not true. That's not what's holding the fight up. They're waiting for a venue. They're waiting for the dollar signs to be okayed. If the dollar signs are not okayed and the venue is not okayed, the fight's not going to happen. He has to move on to plan B. I don't want it to be a plan B, but, you know, he has to do what he has to do. All right, man, let's move on to the next segment here. You know, I had another article I wanted to touch on, which was a pretty cool article. I thought I ran across it a couple of days ago. I was going to go live yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to. But this comes from Fieldstar.com. Fieldstar Global. I believe this is a Philippines publication, Philippines article. I'm going to get to y'all chat here in just a second, man. Just a second. But this comes from Manila, Philippines. This comes from the Philippines. Man. Can't catch my breath now. Oh boy. Lost my voice. Man, I might not be able to finish now. I lost my voice, y'all. Oh shit. Might not be able to finish, man. I lost my voice. I don't know what's, man, lost my voice there for a second. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish the chat, man. Hold on. Let me see if my voice comes back. I don't know what's going on with my voice. When I get to talking, it'll get to losing my voice for some reason. So hold on, man. Just give me a second. All right, this comes from Manila, Philippines. The plan is for Super WBA welterweight champion in recess, Senator Manny Pacquiao, to fight twice this year, and if conditions allow, the 55-seat Philippine arena in Bulacan could be the site of this farewell bout in September. So I'm gonna leave it there, man. Gotta try to get my throat together, man. So I don't know what's going on with my voice. So I don't want to read the whole article, but basically what they're saying is that Manny Pacquiao's planning, if he beats, I guess, either Crawford or Spence, he's already planning to do his farewell fight in the Philippines if everything's open back up. So he's saying that they're trying to do a 55,000 seat stadium in the Philippines as his farewell fight. So that could possibly be the Earl Spence fight if Pacquiao could make it past Terence Crawford or whoever he decides to fight next. It's very interesting, man. All this stuff, all this news that's coming out, but everybody keeps saying that the Terence Crawford fight is off and that the Mikey Garcia fight is the only fight that's going to happen, and it's completely not true. There's other news that is out there, but nobody's reporting on it. So, with that being said, as I try to clear my voice up real fast, I'm going to throw it to my next correspondent, as I'm calling him. He has his own channel. He's not a correspondent. He has his own channel. He does his own thing. He does boxing talk. He's a Pacquiao fan. And he's trying to grow his channel. He didn't ask me to do this, but, because I do enjoy his content, I do want to try to promote other people's channels. I do want to give him a shout out, give him a chance to voice his opinion on the fight. And like I said, anybody else who wants to do this, let me know. If you got content, you can either send it to me or tell me where I can go get the content and I can just add you in. But this is Ray of the Sun Blue Jeans Wrangler, and he had some things to say about the the Pacquiao Mikey Garcia fight that I thought were interesting, and I wanted to share with everybody. So if everybody could go after the chat, man, subscribe to his channel. He has a goal he's trying to reach. I'm trying to help him get there. Just go to his channel, watch his last video, hit the like button, please subscribe. And give him some support, man. That's Ray of the Sun Blue Jeans Wrangler, man. We're gonna throw it to him real fast, and then I'll be back with y'all after I catch my breath.
Hey, good afternoon, boxing world. Here I am again, the continuity of my video part 1. So this time around, a while ago I was talking about Manny Pacquiao is not knocking Terence Crawford. But before I proceed, I would like to request you to subscribe my channel I'm aiming for 100 subscriber. I got 93, so be one of the 7. Thank you once again. And this continuity of the video, I'd like to talk about Manny Pacquiao taking on the Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia is a very good final fight. Hopefully, for me, as much as I want to see Manny fight more, but I think it's about time for him to say goodbye to boxing and face another part-time arena, which is the political arena, and it's gonna be next year. Manny Pacquiao has too much in plate, and I'm very grateful. Although I don't like it, but they removed the belt from Manny Pacquiao. He's a champion on recess, but I believe that's a good thing because it released lots of pressure from him to be fighting, to be defending the crown. With him juggling his time with boxing and the political responsibility of the Philippines, especially this time of pandemic, that he is really in need. His health is really in need, and he helps a lot in the Philippines. And if he go focus on boxing, he may not be good in his political goal next year.
All right, y'all. So you heard what he had to say about, the dynamics of what's going on in the Philippines and Manny Pacquiao trying to juggle his time and, perhaps the Mikey Garcia fight being his farewell fight. Do y'all feel like that's a fair fight for him? Is that fair for Manny Pacquiao to just say, hey, man, I got too much going on right now. Let me take this Mikey fight. It's an easy fight. It could possibly be his farewell fight. And do y'all think he'll make enough money off of that fight for him to say, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and bow out of the sport and just use this as my farewell fight? What do y'all think about that, man? Let me know what y'all think about that down in the comment section. Do y'all feel like, the dynamics of the Philippines is going to play a role with Manny Pacquiao and potentially taking the Terence Crawford fight? Do you feel like, hey, maybe there's too much going on, and it's just too much going on for Pacquiao to invest that type of time into trying to fight Crawford if it doesn't happen the first time? If it doesn't happen this time, will he continue to chase Terence Crawford into the summertime, into September, or will he just say, hey, Mikey Garcia was a good fight. I'm done with the sport. I'm going to go ahead and retire. I'll fight Conor McGregor before I start my campaign and make a huge payday off of that. I mean, what do you guys think about that? I'm gonna get to the chat, and then I'm gonna throw it to our last guest, who is Captain Full G. He had one more interesting thing to say about the Pacquiao Garcia Terence Crawford situation, and then we'll finish it up with some chat. And I'm gonna get out of here, man. I don't know why my voice is going out, but it's definitely going in and out. So I gotta get up off here, man. In a little while. Let me get to the chat though. I have the gummies. Interesting. How strong are they, man? Are you asleep already, bro? I hope you ain't asleep already. I appreciate you for coming through, big bro. Alright, Necessary says, PAC head hunting for the biggest payday. Hey, Red, if PAC gets the Bud fight and if he wins, do you think that PAC will fight Spence? I think that's a done deal, man. I think that's what he's trying to set up for, which is why I can't really put a lot of stake into the Mikey Garcia fight. I feel like Pacquiao is really going for legacy. If he beats Crawford, I think he'll fight Spence in the Philippines. Hey, maybe even if he loses to Crawford, he'll potentially fight Spence in the Philippines. Now, I don't know how much interest would be in that fight if he lost to Terence Crawford. I guess it would depend on how he lost to Crawford. But we could definitely see two fights in 2021 from Pacquiao, win or lose. Alvin Alvarez says Manny is a boxing promoter, but why Paradigm Sports promoting Manny? Please explain. According to what Bob Arum says, Paradigm won't be promoting the fight. It will be promoted by the investment group in the Middle East. They will actually be the promoters of the fight. ESPN and Bob Arum will be used, I guess, to televise the fight on ESPN and on pay-per-view. And then the investment group would actually be the promoters of the fight. He didn't say it would be the investment group and PBC. He said specifically it would be the investment group in the Middle East promoting the fight. Tyco TV, what's good? What's going down, Card? Salute, bro. Salute, Tyco TV, bro. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Appreciate you. Good seeing you, bro. PAC, a YouTuber in the Philippines, saying PAC is too busy in his political campaign. I wish I could understand, what they're saying, because I do follow the Palcast. I follow his channel and a few other, and Team Pacquiao, but I can't understand any of their videos. All I can do is just try to support them by giving them watch time minutes, But I wish that's why I need one of you guys to be a correspondent, so I can show footage, or you guys can break footage down. Like if one of you guys can take a video that actually speaks the language and translate it for us. One of my buddies on the WhatsApp was doing that for me, but he's pretty busy with school, so he can't do it as often as I need him to do it. But if one of you guys would volunteer to do that, man, that would really help the channel. I think it would help the American audience as well as the Filipino audience if somebody could translate. Joshua says Pacquiao's second fight will be huge for sure. Yeah, definitely if he wins. If he beats Crawford, man, it's going to be a humongous fight. Perhaps $100 million fight. If he can pull 40, he can definitely get 60, maybe 70 for a Spence fight. Easy. And it would be Spence's biggest payday as well, probably pulling somewhere around 20, maybe $30 million off of that fight. Captain Full G, I check him out and sub. I appreciate that, Caps. He's trying to get to 100, man. So if y'all can get him to 100 subs, that'd be really appreciated, man. Go check out, once again, Ray of the Sun Blue Jeans Wrangler, man. Go check him out, man. He's a real cool guy, man. Real cool OG, man, from the Philippines. Go check him out. Cap says Mikey not a legacy fight to retire. Pacquiao will not feel complete. Exactly, man. I don't like this whole Mikey talk at all. I seriously think that the you guys would be a better fight if he's just gonna go out on his next fight. I think the you guys fight would be better all the way around if he can't make the Crawford or the Spence fight. It's my personal opinion, man. At least if he beat you guys, he could say, I won another title, and he would be, I don't know how many times champion he would be. He's won so many belts, he might be like 15, 20 times champion or something crazy like that. So he could say that at least if he didn't get a Spence or Crawford fight. He could still go out as the super champion and retire as the super champion. Because I feel like they're going to try to freeze him out, man. If he doesn't get this Crawford fight, the Spence fight, or the you guys fight now, they're going to try to freeze him out of the championship rankings. And they're going to try to keep him out of the championship rankings because he's too dangerous and he poses too much of a threat to some of these guys' careers. Pac says, laugh my butt off, I'm still awake. 10 gram each. Man, you a real one. I don't know about that, man. I definitely be asleep by that. Joshua says the situation in the Philippines will for sure depend. Starting a camp very soon, be in shape later, not for May is possible. We'll all know older boxers need more time to be ready to fight. I don't think Pacquiao's age is going to play a role in this. Pacquiao stays very active. He does a lot of running. He's been working out. The footage that I've seen from him, actually working out over in the Philippines already, he looks great. He looks like he's bulked up. I don't know if anybody else has saw him. He doesn't look as slim as Pacquiao normally looks. As slim, he looks like he's put on muscle. Put it that way. I don't know how. At 42 years of age, I don't know if anybody else has saw him. They can agree with me or can elaborate on what I'm saying, but he looks like he's put on a little bit of muscle, maybe 3-4 pounds of muscle. He looks more bulked up than he did even when he fought Keith Thurman, and he looked pretty bulked up when he fought Thurman, but he looks naturally bulked up now, like he's put on a little bit of grown man weight. And I think the little bit of weight that he does carry, it doesn't look like fat. It looks like muscle. Looks like he put on, and I think that might be why they're so confident. He looks bigger than he's ever looked. If you ask me, I don't know if anybody else, like I said, has seen him recently. Who can like I said, elaborate. But that's my take on Pacquiao. At the moment, and whether he needs to, if he's in shape or not. I think he's in very good shape, if you ask me. Joshua says, we talk about 2 fights, but Pacquiao said it could be 1 or 2. It will depend on the situation in the Philippines. I'm just going off what the article say, man. It's all going to depend really on who he fights next, if he wins, if he loses, how bad he loses. I think that's the main focus. I think Pacquiao's willing to do 2 fights in 2021 and possibly have it spill over a little bit into 2022 if it has to. That's my personal opinion on it, because the way they're talking, he's definitely going to fight again in September. Maybe he signs some type of contract to where he has to fight twice in 2022. We don't know what the full terms of his PBC contract is. People think that it's already over, which is not. People think he has 1 more fight. He might actually have 2 more fights with the PBC. So we don't know all these details yet. Alvin says, I need to be honest with you. Mikey is an easy fight for Pacquiao. I am sure Mikey will try to have more power, his punch to hurt Manny, but Mikey is not Boxing Hall of Fame Marquez. Man, I go off of Mikey's last couple of fights. He didn't do well against Spence at all. He didn't look good at all. He beat Jesse Vargas, but he didn't look spectacular when he beat Vargas. He just kind of beat him. I feel like Mikey would do way better at 140 than he does at 147. Same way I feel about Broner. I think Broner would do way better at 140 than he does at 147. And I feel like Mikey going all the way up to 180 pounds and trying to drop all that weight would severely hurt him if he tried to fight Pacquiao in May, so quick. It would just be Pacquiao taking a quick payday and fighting somebody he knows he can knock out simply because the Crawford fight fell apart and the Spence fight didn't happen. Pac says he will fight again if he win vice president position. Imagine that, a fighting vice dope interest. I thought he was running for president, man. Why does one person say he's running for vice and another person says he's running for president. I'm not in the Philippines. I can't speak the language, so I don't know exactly what's going on over there, but maybe somebody could elaborate on that. Captain Full G. Pacquiao very active, playing ball. Stamina should not be a issue. Plus, watching him running with a mask, no problem. Yeah, exactly, man. From what I saw, he looks good, man. You know, I'm not worried about his conditioning at all. Justin Fortune is going to have him in shape. All right, man. Let me get to our last segment here. And throw it back to Caps and Full G one more time, man. Y'all go check out Caps and Full G's channel. Support the brother, man. Does great boxing talk all around. But I'm going to throw it back to Caps and Full G real fast and let him give his final thoughts on the Pacquiao, Garcia, Crawford situation, man. So y'all check that out.
I am Nostradamus. I've been telling you a long time ago that this fight was going to happen. Mikey could have happened a long time ago. You ain't telling me nothing new, okay? It's just happening on a time when Manny Pacquiao is making it his time to make it, okay? But that fight was easy work. So anybody talking about, yeah, I told you so, that this was going to happen, please. And another thing, this, stop it. Listen, I got to go, man. But believe what I said, man. Whatever comes for Manny Pacquiao should come for Manny Pacquiao. He has 2 fights. If he fights Mikey and May, he has 2 fights. We're gonna see who's ducking who. But when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, right? Oh, it's okay that Mayweather ain't gonna give him a rematch. Why? Because he did it right the first time. Don't play with me, boy. Don't play with me. Because I'm just getting started. I'm warming back up. Don't play with me, man. Manny Pacquiao don't want to be in this era. He never wanted to be in this era. All he wanted was Mayweather. And he would have been gone. So blame Mayweather for that.
Oh, man, you gotta love Captain Full G, man. He break it down, man. He's intense with it. He's real with it, man. And I completely agree. I don't think Pacquiao wanted to be a part of this new generation. I don't think that was his plan. I think, you know, because of the outcome of certain fights, you know, the Marquez fight, Bradley fights, the Jeff Horn fights, the Mayweather fights, I think they left such a bad taste in his mouth, especially the Jeff Horn fight, that he had to come back and show and prove that, hey, I'm still that top tier guy. I can still beat these guys. Anybody you put in front of me is going to be in trouble. I'm going to give them trouble for the whole 12 rounds. And you got to beat me and prove that, I am washed up. You got to beat me to take me out of the sport. You're not just going to take me out of the sport by cheating me or having somebody rob me or, just because, they set me up. You're not going to get me out of the sport. You're going to have to get me out of the sport by either giving me my Mayweather rematch, or I'm going to come back and I'm going to dominate these young guys until I decide to leave the sport. I think the Pacquiao's going to leave the sport on his own terms. I think he's going to leave when he's good and ready. And as long as he's still out here dominating these young guys, knocking them down, making them look bad, Broner, making them retire, Lucas Matisse, dominating younger guys, Jesse Vargas, Keith Thurman. I think Pacquiao's going to be around, and he will only leave the sport on his own terms. So I completely agree with you, Caps. I don't think Pacquiao would be around right now if it wasn't for the Mayweather situation and the Jeff Horn situation, but it is what it is, man, and he's still here. And I think because he is still here, he's only going to leave when he feels his time is up. And as long as he's winning, we're going to still get to enjoy Pacquiao fights, man. And that's all I care about. Still getting to enjoy Manny Pacquiao, man. And for him to do it at such a older age, it makes it even more spectacular. It makes it even more worth watching, man. So let me finish up the chat, and then I gotta get out of here, man. You know, my voice is going out, and it's getting late. All right, let me see where I'm at. Alvin, I don't think Mikey Garcia is comparable to Marquez. Timing is not the only thing. You still need speed to follow and catch Pacquiao. Completely honest, man. We might not like Marquez because he knocked Pacquiao out, but we can't take anything away from Marquez. I don't say he's on steroids. I don't think none of that. I think Marquez was just a pretty good fighter who got really lucky. And he does have skills, and he used those skills at the right time and scored the perfect punch and knocked Pacquiao out. So I can't say that Mikey's anything near Juan Manuel Marquez at all, man. PAC, the daughter of the president, is running for president. That's what I heard. Okay. I've heard that twice, but I've heard several times that Pacquiao is actually running for the president. So I'm as confused as you are, PAC. I'm with you, man. I don't know what's going on over there. Joshua says, yes, she's running for president. Okay. So we got a confirmation from Joshua on that. Alvin, Joshua, I never say Mikey win versus Manny. I say Mikey is just not easy fight. I never say Mikey's better fighter compared to Marquez. Manny win unanimous decision. Manny do not have enough power to win knockout. I think Manny Pacquiao can knock out Mikey Garcia. I think it's interesting that Spence couldn't knock out Mikey Garcia, but we saw Mikey Garcia have no success against Spence whatsoever. So I don't think he's learned anything since that fight that will say he'll have a success against Manny Pacquiao. Just to be honest with you, that's just my personal opinion, but I could be wrong. The fight could still happen, but I doubt it, man. You know, I seriously doubt it. Le Cap says Pacquiao killing the heavy bag too. He always kills the heavy bag, man. You know, Pacquiao destroys the heavy bag. You know, that's just what he does, man. But I appreciate everybody for coming through today, man. I definitely want to get back on here maybe tomorrow and share some more news. Hopefully some new news will come out tomorrow. It's Sunday, so maybe no new news will come out tomorrow. Maybe Monday, but I might get on here tomorrow just to check in and see what's up with everybody. If we can get up to 25 likes, I'll get on here tomorrow, man. Maybe we can get Caps and Full G on here, or just put together some more footage, some more pretty good footage, man. Some more correspondence, if I can get in touch with some more people, and we can shout some more people out, man. Definitely go check out my big homie Ray of the Sun Blue Jeans Wrangler. Go check his channel out, man. Get him to 100 subscribers, please. And also go check out Caps and Full G, man. That's the big homie. Definitely does great boxing talk. If you want to be featured, man, like I said, just drop me some footage. I'll cut you in, man. Ain't got no problem adding you to the show. It's not hard to do. I definitely enjoy having different opinions to add to the show, man. Makes it a lot more interesting. Makes it a lot more interactive for everybody. Alvin, do you know Yusan Talabot supplement? No, never heard of that one. Tablet Yusan, I don't know what that is. Tablet supplement? I don't know what that is, bro. I don't know what that is, big bro. I believe Pacquiao would just destroy Garcia because he isn't moving fast. It will be a less bully fight like Brandon Rios. Exactly. I think Pacquiao would just beat him up real bad, man. He showed no speed in the Spence fight. He showed no power in the Spence fight. He just did nothing really, and I think Pacquiao would completely destroy him. He would just move around him and throw combinations all night. And it's kind of like a waste of time fight, man. Pacquiao really don't need to be wasting his time right now. He needs to be getting the best fights out there and moving on, man. And you know, hopefully unifying titles and then going and doing what he got to do in the Philippines, man. So, you know, I just don't want to see him waste his time with any more Garcias, tacos, nachos, burritos, whatever Garcias, man. He just needs to focus on these main fights, get these main fights, win or lose, and let us enjoy him for the last year, maybe year and a half of his career, man. You know, we definitely don't want to waste any of his time or our time anymore as boxing fans. Joshua, but I see almost the same result. Captain Full G, Ray of the Sun. Definitely go check him out, y'all. Check him out, bro. PAC says 10 grams is okay. My Dorman likes it too. Y'all be careful, man. Y'all have fun, man. Don't go overboard with it, big bro. Can we get to 25 likes before I get out of here, man? I'm going to let Captain Full G close the show, man. Because I thought what he had to say was pretty interesting. So I'm going to let Captain Full G. I'm actually let Ray of Sun and Captain Full G, man, close the show out. But if y'all got any last comments, any last questions, man, go ahead and holler at me now before I get out of here. Definitely appreciate you guys for coming through today, man. We need to see Thurman more than Mikey in welterweight talks. You know, I don't think that rematch would do good numbers. But I definitely think that Thurman would be a way better fight than Mikey Garcia. Definitely a way better fight than Mikey Garcia. PAC, haha, yeah, bro. I'm done. I'm just floating. Alright, big bro, man. Y'all have a good night, man. If anybody else got any last questions before I get out of here, y'all holler at me. Let me know what's up. Keep smashing that like button, man. Like I said, I'm going to let Captain Full G and Ray of the Sun close out the show. If you ain't got nothing else to say, man, I think we've had enough for the night. Alright, y'all. Y'all enjoy. We out of here.
Hey, good afternoon, boxing world. Here I am again. The continuity of my video part 1. So this time around, a while ago I was talking about Manny Pacquiao is not backing Terence Crawford. But before I proceed, I would like to request you to subscribe my channel. I'm aiming for 100 subscribers. I got 93, so be one of the 7. Thank you once again. And this continuity of the video, I'd like to talk about Manny Pacquiao taking on Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia is a very good final fight. Hopefully, for me, as much as I want to see Manny fight more, but I think it's about time for him to say goodbye to boxing and face another part-time arena, which is the political arena, and it's gonna be next year. Manny Pacquiao has too much in plate, and I'm very grateful. Although I don't like it, but they removed the belt from Manny Pacquiao. He's a champion on recess, but I believe that's a good thing because it released lots of pressure from him to be fighting, to be defending the crown. With him juggling his time with boxing and the political responsibility of the Philippines, especially this time of pandemic, that he is really in need. His health is really in need, and he helps a lot in the Philippines. And if he go focus on boxing, he may not be good in his political goal next year.
What up? I ain't going nowhere. I'm here, man. I just took some time off. I just want to, like, listen to the buffoonery that's going on. We back to Mikey now, right? Okay, so you know how I feel about this Mikey fight from my last videos. I never liked this fight. You know what I'm saying? Well, at the time when it was, let me get a seat, man. Let me get a seat. How do I feel? At one time, I did not want this fight with Mikey because after Keith Thurman, there was no reason to have a Mikey fight. It was just, let's go straight into a Bud Crawford or Errol Spence fight, okay? But now things change, things rearrange. I feel now that I'm reneging, it's because time has lapsed, time has went by, and I feel like Manny Pacquiao deserves a touch-up, a tune-up. And respectively, I think that Mikey Garcia is the one to do this with. I am Nostradamus. I've been telling you a long time ago that this fight was gonna happen. Mikey could have happened a long time ago. You ain't telling me nothing new, okay? It's just happening on a time when Manny Pacquiao is making it his time to make it, okay? But that fight was easy work. So anybody talking about, yeah, I told you so, that this was gonna happen, please. And another thing, this stop it. Listen, I gotta go, man. But believe what I said, man. Whatever comes from Manny Pacquiao should come from Manny Pacquiao. He has 2 fights. If he fights Mikey and May, he has 2 fights. We're gonna see who's ducking who. But when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, right? Oh, it's okay that Mayweather ain't gonna give him a rematch. Why? Because he did it right the first time. Don't play with me, boy. Don't play with me. Because I'm just getting started. I'm warming back up. Don't play with me, man. Manny Pacquiao don't want to be in this era. He never wanted to be in this era. All he wanted was Mayweather. And he would have been gone. So blame Mayweather for that.
Alright, y'all, man. Salute to everybody, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Salute to Capsule 4G. Ray of the Sun, man. Salute to you, man. I hope you hit your 100 subscribers, bro. I hope you get there, bro. Trying to do my part to help you out, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Y'all got any questions? Let's get to 30 likes, man. Y'all gonna jam out to my big homie, Louis Keys, man, who passed away. Y'all enjoy his music. Give me the 30 likes if y'all can before I get out of here. Let me see. I got a couple of questions. I'm gonna get to them real fast. Boards of Gore, what's good with you? Pac-Man versus Charlie Z. Joshua says, try to say Tulag Natayo. John LeCap says, salute, brother. Lance Myers, shout out to Louisville. Straight up. Joseph Copolia, I like fight Manny to Spence. We'd love to see it, bro. Hope we get to see it, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Shouts out once again to Caps. Shouts out to Ray of the Sun, man. Y'all jam out the keys, man. We out of here, big bro.
Louisville, home of the best scrapper, also home of the best rapper. Flow dapper, here's another chapter. Ride through, attack you, ride away your laughter. This is what I'm after, blowing on that rapper. Purple drove, keep a bunch to blow. I don't serve it though, murder flow. If it goes down, I'm the first to know. Y'all niggas late, like the Conan show. Overdose, overload, sharp flow, leaving with the open throat. Louis Keys, cool as Nova Scotia snow. Puff a blunt, poke a hole, nigga, you supposed to know. Louis Keys, blowing blunts on the open road. Fuck a cop, fuck a speed limit, drive overdose. Keep a bad bitch, hips wide like Oprah's nose. And you know that I'm a fool, my freestyle's wet, I'm floating in the pool. You should pay your tuition, you're going to my school. Principal keys, you niggas getting held back. Fuck them little sacks, you can have your bread back. No refund, well here the G's come. Hit your ass up, leave you with your fucking head crack.
Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, 502.
Louisville, Kentucky, 502. That's where I'm from, player, how about you? I'm from the city where the hate is familiar. I'm from the city where the haters will kill ya. I'm from the city where they like to gamble. Dice game, get robbed, niggas to scramble. Head for the hills, nigga duck and dive. No bullshit, no shuck and jive. I know a lot of guys got shot and died. A lot of good guys didn't see 25. Recognize it's a blessing being alive. Heading to the park, I'm on the passenger side. Like
Louisville, Kentucky, 502. Louisville, Kentucky, 502.
Every night's game set. We ballin' like the playoff. We ballin' like the playoff. We ballin' like game set. Game set. Every day the Super Bowl. Every night's game set. We ballin' like the playoff.
I walk in with my homie. Walk out with your baby mama's home key. I can tell she want it. Fat booty, so you know a nigga own it. I'm such a OG. Last time I checked, my verses were for OZ. In the street. Plus I got caught up with the beats. And I'm still spitting that heat. KY is in for a treat. The club looking for a freak. Hope they don't call the police.
Every day the Super Bowl.
Every day's a Super Bowl.
Every night's game set. We ballin' like the playoff. We ballin' like the playoff. We ballin' like game set. Game set. Every day the Super Bowl.
She got bills to pay. She about to take you home, cause she got bills to pay. She about to let you fuck, cause she got bills to pay. She's about to set you up, cause she got bills to pay. And the whole team holler, cause she got bills to pay. Stealing out the other strippers' lockers, cause she got bills to pay. 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 Plug don't give a fuck if I got bills to pay. Judge don't give a fuck if I got bills to pay.
Keys.
know I got a lot of niggas hating, a lot of niggas waiting to replace me, a lot of chickens chasing, they wanna taste it. I tell them face it, you other bitches basic compared to my lady. That sex game crazy, brain on lunatic. I ain't even doing shit, chillin' with my niggas rolling up, getting blown. She hit my phone like, baby, come home. I'm coming now, I'll come again later. And you come in between, how you fit it in them jeans. Everybody so mean, but the smell so nice. Flow so mean, but the style so tight.
Oh my. Make me feel so right. Come and stay the night.
Too high for words, too fly for birds. Tell them other pigeons, get to rock kicking. You not listening, baby, stop tripping. They ain't on your level, what part of that are you missing? Look, I just wanna put the cuffs on you. Take you to the room, put the cuffs on you. I just wanna lick on you, touch on you. Keep talking that shit and I'ma bust on you. You know I got it like that though. Take her to the movies and go down in the back row. Shitting on them bitches, why you clown them like that for? She know she got it like that, so that's my baby.
Oh my. Make me feel so right. Come and stay the night. One more time, oh yeah.
They ain't fucking with me. 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 Everything I do dope. Everything I do clean. You say I ain't TKOB, what the fuck you mean? I come through clean. New debit card in my blue jeans. You been a good girl, you can find out what cruise mean. Find out what new shoes mean. I rock Lacoste with no shoestrings. V color on my mood ring. It's 24 carats, I wanna see Paris. Before the end of the fiscal year. You wanna get fiscal dirt? Come put your lips right here. I'm fly here, then alert. Check, I'm a cool cat, matter of fact, I'm perfect. Police are perplexed, I'm cool, I never get nervous. I think I'm the shit now. My chick got locked up for the next 6 months, we been OG, OG, OG. They ain't fucking with me. 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 Shit like it is what it is. Nah, I ain't one to trick, I'm just investing. It's your boy Louis Keys from the West End. Any questions? Whether straight or you lesbian? Play this here while I'm dressing. Now put your clothes back on. Hop in the ride, let me take you back home. She say she felt it in her backbone. Pulled a ride over, let her hop back on. She fell off and she got back on. Niggas like me be getting they Mac on. Slacks on, cap on. Yeah, that's your girl, but she ain't coming back. Now over half of my niggas trying to get the money stacking up. DJ spinning, trying to get the honeys back and knock it up. You see your girl right there, I'm trying to pipe her. She like, it is what it is. She like it is what it is. She like it is what it is. It is what it is.